We are back at it with the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. And by we, I mean me. And for some reason, on my end, it's kind of funky. But you guys don't see that, so it's okay. But we're gonna look over the cards that I just got. I got last time. What we have overall. I did have to turn down the volume as well. Oh, we got the option to destroy cards as well. Tap to study. I can't really study it. Okay. Can I study this one? No. Why does everything cost earth magic? I didn't use earth magic on all of these. What does that mean? Light appears through the fabric of this magic. I desire no more. So, what do these cards? Fortuna, are you listening? The swordfish runs with truth. Quest and water. Unspoken meditation. Unspoken words and meditation to be alone. Desire water. Passion, unhinged thirst. True friendship. Water, martyr. Unbound potential. The realization of potential. Okay. Battle in air. Powerful direction. The presence necessary to inspire. Retribution. Fate enforced by a collective. Predestination. Fortuitous changes of events. What the heck is all this then? Everything. Oh! Yeah, I'm not reading all that. Okay, so this has become a problem. Why is it so weird? Oh shit. Oh, the screen. Oh, backspace works. But I wasted all my cards. Enter, backspace, backspace. Cool. Alright. Less mouse time. More keyboard time. Click tab. Walk faster. Walk faster. The sound effects are so loud. Oh, this is, yeah. I know who this is. Fuck. Fortuna. Not cool I had to learn you get visitors now from other than you. I don't know if you are aware of the current state of things, but we need to talk. Patrice. Thank you for your help, dude. Oh. Oh, I was just getting to chapter 5? Damn. An inquiry into values. Things weren't as easy as you have them right now. When I was just about the age of little Michael here, I was already working. What did you do, Grandma? I spent most of my childhood helping my mom sew work clothes for the farmers. I wish I had a job already. I hate school. My allowance is miserable. Ha ha ha. You make more from your allowance than I made sewing clothes. I got paid 30 cents a piece. What? Then why did you even bother doing it? I had to help my mom. She was being paid $2 a piece. But during those times, it was enough of us to get to buy. Why is everything more expensive now, Grandma? I don't think I'm ready to explain that. Ask your dad about inflation when you get home. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, let your children suffer. Did your dad explain it to you? I'm afraid not. My dad died in the war back in Spain. He didn't have much time to teach me much. Besides how to use a knife and how to cook a mean paella love Grandma's yellow rice. You sure do, beautiful. I'll make more paella tomorrow. What do you say? Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Why'd you come to America, Yaya? First of all, this is not America. These are the United States. Okay, why did you come to the US? A couple of years ago, after my dad was killed, my mom had to flee to France with me and your Auntie Fortuna to escape from the fascists. Then we moved to the US. What are fascists? Very mean people who don't like anyone who thinks differently from them, or simply is different. Are there any fascists in the US? Too many, I'd say. Oh no, what are we gonna do, Grandma? Don't worry about it, I'll protect you all. Yeah, tell us more stories about Aunt Fortuna. You know, this is the perfect place for it, since it was the very last beach I saw your aunt for the last time. It was here, where she died. I've told you 1,000 times, your Aunt Fortuna didn't die. She went to live in the stars. Come on, Yaya, I'm old enough already. But it's true. We drove here on a beautiful summer night, just the two of us and our friend Eva. I love Eva, she gives me candy. Yes, Eva's always been a sweetheart. Fortuna made a delicious pizza and we opened a nice bottle of grape juice. Wine. Yes, wine, Maria Fortuna. I want wine. That night was a beautiful meteor shower, so the three of us made a wish. I asked for my sister to be happy. She wasn't happy. She had a good life here, but she needed more. Your auntie is magical. She's always had special powers, but this world wasn't ready for all she had to give. Out of the blue, she said, I want to be a witch. I'm scared. Shh, Michael, it's alright. She's a good witch. Then she got up and started walking towards the sea. The stars fell upon her from the sky, but also rose to embrace her from the bottom of the ocean. She walked and she disappeared into the water. She drowned then. No, she went to live in the stars. Don't make me repeat myself. Her body was never found, so she didn't drown. She's in a magical place now, watching over us. Why didn't she come to visit us? That I don't know, sweetheart. I always forget how Fortuna becomes a witch. Oh, there's Patrice. Hello, Fortuna. Oh no, you're upset. At this point, I'd say I'm more disillusioned than upset. When were you planning on telling me you can accept visitors? Things have been complicated. I didn't want to worry you until I figured out this mess. I didn't know I had to report my every movement to you. Ooh, man. What do I say? What mess? I didn't want to worry you. So you managed to get yourself into a new mess, even in exile. I don't even know why I keep caring at this point. Okay, that's a bit rude. What do I need to do for you to let your big sister in? Have I ever failed you? Patrice, come on, I've explained this to you too many times already. You are in, it's just I don't like to be saved. And you're always too quick to make my own problems your own. I want you to be my friend, not my mom. Although, not even our mom intrude as much as you do. Oh, I know. Who do you think changed your diapers and took you to school? Not this again. Listen, it's been 2 centuries since I last saw you. Why don't we skip this part and come to the tense cordial conversation? Fine. How's work? How's Juliet doing? You still together? Are you still checking on your descendants? I got born a couple of generations ago. It's important to me to be over Maria Fortuna, Eric, Michael, and the rest. And I was genuinely curious about how they raised their children, and what became of them all. I don't know, the ego trip of witnessing one's legacy. But at some point it all lost meaning, just became voyeurism, watching strangers go about their lives. They stopped talking about you, huh? Shut up. Haha, I know you too well. Prick. How's work? Stupendous, I'd say. While you've been gone, we've managed to become one of the most popular publications among many covens. I even started overseeing a side editorial about magical technology, which has been a hit among witches of the Machinica cult. 10 modules you won't be able to live without once you've installed them into your mech. I know, I'm not proud of those kinds of headlines, but it worked wonders. Haha, I'm sure. I find them dumb too, but I gotta say, Cosmic Gazette's top 5 trinkets of the week is one of my favorite sections. Haha. Okay, you know what? Okay. I know we should really stop trying to play it smart and embrace our love for random lists. For this year's special, we even got full bait. Top 10 lists in the cosmos. Oh my gosh, BuzzFeed. I'm looking forward to it. And to think I used to be the best-selling author back on Earth. How's Juliet? You still together? No. That had to end. We broke up about 50 years ago. What happened? She went and joined the arbitrage office willingly. Can you believe it? Whoa, why did she do that? She was overwhelmed by what being a witch implies. All that freedom, directionlessness. She depended a lot on me to decide how to use her time, but I'm not the kind to become anyone's conductor. There we go. She was fine whenever she was busy, but every time I needed my space, she had a severe episodes of anxiety and depression. She knew she was hurting us both, and so in the end her solution was to forego her freedom. From what she's told me in her letters, becoming an arbiter gave her a mission and a purpose. What a shame. Well, whatever works, I guess. Existential dread is a widespread disease among witches. I gotta say, the music is great, but it's bursting my ears right now. I never expected a game like this to have this poppin' of a soundtrack. The irony of immortality. Enough catching up. What about you? What have you done this time? What are you implying? Something embarrassing, dangerous, or illegal, I'm sure? An arbiter revised my sentence, that's all. Bullshit. You can't lie to me. I know something's off because otherwise I wouldn't have to find out for myself you gain visitation privileges. And what's more, you have a brand new tarot. It's not tarot. Even worse! What have you done? There must be a reason you want to be out of your hair. Oh my god, I didn't tell her in my last playthrough. I think I want to tell her. I want to see what happens. Gibby gabagool. Gibby gabagool. Okay, I'm gonna show her this time, because I'm curious. Let's start some drama. Fine, show yourself, Abramar. Holy fuck, Fortuna. A motherfucker behemoth! Pleased to meet you, Patrice. And it talks! What do you mean it talks? Oh wait. What do you mean it talks? We behemoths fucking invented language. I'm not an it. Please refer to me as he. Oh my gosh, Abramar, he, him pronouns. What have you done, Fortuna? Oh, she seems more desperate. What have you done, Fortuna? I did what I had to survive. Survive! This will get you executed, erased from the cosmos. I was living death anyway. 200 years alone on this rock is worse than oblivion, Patrice. Ah, who could blame you, really? Fucking Adina. We had to use the elections as an opportunity to save your ass. I could start by calling in some favors, see if we can get you in the running. Patrice. What? You're doing it again. Stop. This is my mess. I can handle it. You can't handle shit. Look at your situation you gotten yourself into. I've been a witch for decades longer than you. I don't need your lessons. You may have been my big sister back on Earth, but not anymore. In fact, you're a little sister now. Know your place. What did you say to me, you ungrateful piece of shit? You heard me. It's my turn to protect you. Just by concluding with me on this behemoth issue, you can be punished too. I didn't even tell my best friends. That's why I didn't want you to get involved. The fucking nerve. I don't need your help. The sooner you get into your head, the better. Why did you turn me into a witch then? I did not turn you into a witch. You were destined to become one. How many times do we have to go over this? I just read the cards. Wait. What? Oh my god. Are you alright? I did turn you into a witch. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm so sorry, Patrice. What are you on about? What are you sorry now? What is going on? Oh shit, your bone cancer. Oh shit, oh my fucking life. Fortuna, easy. I'm sorry, I'm truly sorry. I recently learned something about my divination that, well, it changes everything. What is going on? I'm not a reader. I'm a writer. What the hell does that mean? Adina's corpse visited me recently. She told me why she sent me into exile and why she took away my deck. I'm not seeing the future. I'm deciding it. Forging what's ahead. I killed you. Whoa, 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 slow down. First of all, we were kids. You're not responsible for my fate, no matter the forces behind it. I gave you fucking cancer. Hey, shut it. I had a great life. If not cancer, it would have been a truck, or the aftermath of all the drugs I did. I did not hold you accountable for any of that. Still, I'm sorry. And then you're right. You've always been right. I turned you into a witch. I couldn't bear you dying, and I dragged your soul into space. Well, I do hold you accountable for that. Not that I hate it, being a witch. It beats eternal slumber. However, I think you owe me. You must let me in. You wanted me back in your life so bad you pulled me out of death's embrace. Now own it. This is too much, Patrice. I don't want to read the cards anymore. The responsibility is overbearing. Listen. I see how your powers present quite an ethical conundrum. But we're not on Earth anymore. I haven't met a single witch that isn't fucking overpowered and exploiting her abilities to satisfy her ambitions. You're like a super witch, so what? Use your powers to do good or whatever. I don't know, Patrice. Moreover, I believe you should act on it, like the spider guy that Eva liked. Who? Oh. Eva's bi? Having a great power is not using it is irresponsible. Haha, it doesn't go like that. No? Well, you get me. But where do I draw the line? Case by case. I know you're a good person. I'm not afraid of letting you tamper with fate. Read the cards for me. Come on. Really? What about? Read into my end. What? No! Come on. We've all have an expiry date, even witches. Write me a beautiful death. Patrice. You know, being aware of how I was meant to die gave me superpowers back when I was mortal. It is weird, but I miss that powerful dread. Please, Fortuna, grant me illumination once again. Alright. I love you, Patrice. I love you too. Okay. I'm glad we have like a sisterly, motherly bond going on. Like they can get a bit hasty at times, but they talked it out with communication. Okay. Here we go again. But let me tell you, this is the last time you make me read into your end. You get reincarnated whatever you do with the pain of being alive like the rest of us. Deal. Wait. How does this new deck of yours work? For you it's going to be the same, mechanically speaking, it's just like tarot. But I crafted this deck myself, capturing arcana inside the cards. So I can fine-tune my style of divination. I don't need to be so dependent on the classic tarot symbols. Wow, cool. Okay, show me what you got. The chambers of Opera House make all meanings resonate through every context. An invitation to traverse new paths. The right amount of poison can lead to balance and strength. The little jade statues, watchers of the clear. Guide, discovery, determination, rightfulness, temptation, happiness. The root of desire. Okay. You will ascend one more time. Whoa, whoa, what? You will become a goddess of inspiration and will only be able to interact with this plane through signs and revelations. You are destined to go in a cosmic orgy, your essence scattered throughout 100 lovers. She would love that. You'll be executed for unleashing a terrible force that will obliterate half the witches in the universe. Nah, I don't like it. I like this one because I can get some more air and earth. You ascend one more time. You'll become a goddess of inspiration, and you'll only be able to interact with this plane through signs and revelations. Really? You gotta be kidding me. Let me rest in peace for once, for God's sake. Ah, I always thought you wanted to be a goddess. Please, I'm a goddess already, bitch. Haha, I know. Can you change it? I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. The cards let me access a selection of possible futures, and I scry through them. Can you tell me how much time I have left? Nope, I'm sorry. But if it did come up in the reading, then it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Well, that will have to do. So, what do you think of my new deck? Oh, I have more left. It's pretty cool, yeah. I was a bit fed up with tarot, to be honest. Yeah, me too, now that I think about it. It'll take more time to get bored of these cards, since I can keep producing new ones. The illustrations. Do you make them yourself? They're pretty cool. I compose them with the existing arcana, but they leave a lot of room for creativity. I don't know. It's fun. Happy to hear you're having a good time. Okay, we've dealt with my own demise. What do you say we focus on avoiding yours now? Ah, here we go again. Fine. What do you have in mind? I want you to run for leader. What? No! I'm deadly serious. When I learned that Adina died and the Coven needed a new leader, I automatically thought of you. Your divination makes you the perfect candidate. That's why it pissed me off extra to discover that you could receive visitors this late. We've already lost a lot of time that we could have put into preparing your campaign. I'm sorry about that, but anyway. Clairvoyance isn't the only quality required to lead. We discovered I'm not a reader but a writer. The responsibility. Clairvoyance isn't the only quality. I don't know shit about high politics. I'm not fit to rule. Your divination is the most crucial point. And I'm not talking about you running the Covenant as a dictator Adina was. You can surround yourself with a wise team, and you confer within the whole community even. But your judgment is what will ultimately set the direction for the Coven. You know what I've been thinking about? I make a better leader myself. But I didn't think I could pull it off from exile. That's fine, I'll help you. I'll do the heavy lifting. Are we really doing this? I'm excited. You bet. The universe better be ready for this pair of mean sisters. Let's do this. First order of business is to define a program. I'm going to do some scouting. I'll come back with a picture of the current political landscape. Then we can decide where we stand on the hottest topics. Okay. This is all moving so fast. Don't worry, I'll make it easy for you. See you in a bit. Get your deck in order, relax a bit, and we set everything in motion when I come back. Cool, see you later. Bye. Itchy. Yabramar. What a bossy sister. Tell me about it. The air seal didn't seem to make a dent on her. I'm a bit disappointed in my magic. Heh, I say Patrice adores me in her own way. She just has a tough way of expressing love. I'm beginning to think I sided with the wrong sister. Shut up. So shit is getting real. Are you excited? I'm more anxious than anything. As a matter of fact, I am. Not really, but I don't have a choice. After something behemoth, this is child's play. I'm more anxious. A couple of days out of exile, and I already want to be left alone. Ha 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 ha. If I make it to leadership, my first ordinance will be to limit meetings to once a month, I swear. Okay then, what do you need me to do? What do you mean? For example, do you want me to deliver a letter to summon Delia and Jasmine to let them hear about your final stance? A friendly reunion for the race. You never know how gruesome things will get, and the three of us didn't have the chance to meet just to hang out like old times, so do invite them, please. I will. Glad you let Patrice know about me. You don't have to worry, she's loyal. Oh, I'm not. On the contrary, I'm eager to team up with her. Team up? Come on, you have a behemoth on your side, and you are planning on not using me during the campaign? Just let your sister know about my skills. I'm sure she'll put them to good use. I can spy on opponents, dig up some dirt, spin the cosmic wheel a bit in our favor, you know? Okay, I guess that's a great resource. Bro, I can just make myself win. What's the problem? But don't you do anything without our approval? Absolutely. I may not look it, but I'm a team player. Yeah, sure. I think I'm gonna lay down for a bit. I need some rest before facing the mess I've got myself into. Talk to you later. You dream about doing laundry, you fall off your balcony and land in a pool made of pizza. You have to eat your way out. I would love to land in a pool made of pizza. You managed to exit the pool, but the pizza was so delicious you decided to jump back in for a second round. Bro, I fucking wish. I feel like I want to make some more cards. Oh man, I'm itchy. Oh, I have a lot of water cards, so maybe I can just make a full water thing. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Fishy, volcano. Okay, this will work. Who do I want to work on first? I want to increase this. Let's put this in the corner. Increase it, kind of make it smaller a bit. Move it back. Up one, up one. And let's duplicate, move to the side. Back. Okay. Maybe I should put it like this. Two back, y'all. One out this time, okay? Let's do this. That's interesting. I don't actually want to put this. Okay. I'm just going to this over here. Well, I'm just going to it can have hair. Kind of better. It can have hair. Make it bigger? Yeah, hair. Okay, eye. Oh, that's cool. Make it there. Let's do the back. Stand over to the back. Oh, no, increase the size too. Cool. Increase the size, stand to the back. Move it a bit. Okay, cool. What am I gonna do with this middle? Two eyes? Okay. Make this up. No, no, bring it back, bring it back. Okay. Okay. I don't really know, honestly. Sure, let's try that. I don't know. I don't like that much. Let's see if it works for anyone else. Maybe by volcano. Okay, I want to move you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. That seems fine. Let's set it. Straight line. Now, Fate of Atlantis. The ever-boiling sea of tears grants access to the most profound emotions. The caress of the seed nurtures mercy and introspection. The glass doll and the snowcat eyes are teeming with primal urges. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Introspection, mercy, wellness, power. Oh, that's a good one. Yay! Do I have any more good? You, why is it you? Why give me cards? And bot. They're gone. I gotta figure out what this. Okay, idea. Did you ban them? Yeah. They're not on my screen anymore. Oh, it doesn't show on my end. It says the message was deleted by moderator and I banned them. Is it from rapid distraction? Okay, good. Big hand.
I need shadows. Oh no, they're doing drugs. Never mind, they're not doing drugs anymore. Okay. Now this one down. I want to get smaller than it is. Okay, can we get it smaller? Yeah, good, good. Cool. Make it smaller. Complete concentration. I want to zoom in. Okay, good enough. Circle, 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 circle.
Okay, I used everything. Okay, what is this trapper? We walk the road alone for everyone to see. Your sacrifice is exposed for all your family to judge. The resolve to sacrifice your own family. The asteroid foretells imminent tragedy. I don't like that one bit. Leadership, purpose, rivalry, tragedy, justice, judgment, test, temptation, rejection, bad omen. I don't like this one bit. Most likely gonna get rid of it. Okay. I'm not gonna get rid of it now. Oh, I could get rid of some cards. But then I have to go through all of them. I don't feel like it. Dear Fortuna, you wanted to see us, right? I'd love to get together before the race starts. Let me know when it's a good time. I'll pick up Dahlia, go over to your place. Invite. We got my two besties. Thanks for coming. It's been centuries since we got the three of us together. I don't know why we didn't do this, I don't know, right away. What's up, witches? And you bet magic life can get so chaotic sometimes that we just forget to enjoy it. Haha, yeah, it makes me so happy to see the two of you together. Tell me about some adventures I missed. I took Jasmine hunting once. What, really? Oh my, she did. And never again, I tell you. Ha 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 ha. Jasmine really would make a fine Damon hunter. That sand dealer didn't stand a chance. Jasmine planted some magical seeds into the dunes, and in a matter of minutes, boom! A big fucking vine emerged out of the white sand, strangling the Damon. It was horrible. I only had to slice that fucker's throat. The stench of blood. Ugh. I don't know how you do it, Dahlia. Then she spent the whole evening building a grave for the worm. It was beautiful, though, wasn't it? I would have loved to have been there. I missed you so much. Me too. Our first order of business will be to ban fucking exiles so we can all go on an adventure again. Haha. Are you nervous about the elections? You can't imagine. I'm cool, more excited than anything. On one hand, I'm not worried because whoever wins in the end, the Coven is going to be well looked after. On the other hand, I want what's best for the Coven. I truly believe my program is the safest bet. Just to be clear, I do think you make for a lovely leader, but playing it safe is the death of progress, Jasmine. 'Tis true. But aren't we all well already? We just need to iron out Adina's more abusive politics and put some love into the community. That's because the status quo benefits you. Oh, yeah, it is true. Think about it. All the novices and all the witches who don't fit into that orderly vision, myself included, my plan is not to start a revolution, but to level the playing field. It is not fair that power is held by the eldest. Novices need to be guided, though. Think about when we had just ascended. We weren't in any shape to be making important decisions. But you shouldn't restrict their decisions and what they want to do. I don't know about that. Age has its own setbacks. And yeah, that is true. Any age there is, the wisest, I don't like them. They're a bunch of assholes. Because they're very set in their ways. What do you think, Fortuna? Well, about that. I guess it's time I make my stance clear. I'm running for leader myself. What? Oh my, but aren't you exiled? Patricia's gonna help me run the campaign. In fact, it was her who practically forced me into this venture. Okay, and what's your deal? I'm not really sure yet. We had to define our program. My sister is dead set on having my divination at the helm of the new government. That'd be quite an asset, alright. Have you really thought this through? I doubt a criminal has much of a chance at leadership. What the fuck? That's so fucking rude. That's so fucking rude. Whoa, that's a bit strong. I'm not a criminal, Jasmine. Part of the plan of becoming the next leader is to eradicate unfair punishments. So you actually wanted to meet us to declare war, huh? Not war, I just thought it'd be proper to let you know firsthand. I really think that no matter who wins, the future is bright. Yeah, that's what I like to think. But the stress of competing against you two is a bit overwhelming. Why don't some of us use this opportunity to promise that no matter what, we'll still be friends after the race is over? No promises needed. I had never a doubt about it. Likewise, we will always be friends. Thank you. I don't know what I would do if I lost you. You won't. I love you. I love you. I love you too. I love you three. Fuck off. Okay, the next few weeks are about to get pretty busy. I better leave and start preparing my knives. Figuratively speaking, I understand. No, literally, I'm a daggersmith. That's what I do. No need to stab anyone, though. I hope. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Okay, you two take care. Ah, okay. See you soon. Take care, both of you. Bye. Thanks for coming. Well, that went smoothly. I had a snack. Let's talk to Patrice. Fortuna, everything is set to go. Get your shit in order because it's about to get real. Let me know when you're ready and review the program and campaign plan. Patrice. What is she writing on? Oh, her staff. Oh, okay, that makes sense. How are you? Fine, relaxed, ready, focused, excited, eager to start, awful, anxious. Could I be ready and anxious? Terrified. I'm ready and focused, I guess. Good. Hold on to that fuel. Did you meet with Dahlia and Jasmine? Yes, I did. How did they take it? They didn't show up, but I know they weren't happy. It's only natural. They both wanted you on their side because they know how fundamental your talents are for this campaign. I'm sure they're terrified now they know you're running against them. I don't know. They were more prepared than me. They were just bothered about the nuance. I can't really be that naive. If we play our cards right, we're gonna sweep the polls. Ah, maybe. Okay. Allow me to give you a rundown of what's ahead. We have to define a program and a plan. First, we'll analyze our opponents, and I'll interview you to see what we stand on the main issues. Then we'll sketch and review a program. Once we get to something solid, we'll form a team and schedule some campaign actions to get the ball rolling. Man, I'm swimming. The date for the election Congress hasn't been decided yet, but we're going against the clock as of now. All clear? Yes. Good. First of all, did someone tell you about the 5 pillars of the Coven? You know, judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Do you need me to explain them to you? I know about them. It's not gonna help me. Just tell me again anyways. Good. Let's start dissecting our rivals then. Who do you want to start with? Jasmine. Understood. Jasmine was born in a small English town during the Industrial Revolution, circa 1800s. Sure. That put her in a crucial sweet spot for amassing the sympathies of the Coven. She was a young witch in the eyes of the eldest, medieval and ancient witches, but not so alien as us contemporary witches with our world wars, TV, internet, and other global lunacies. Jasmine gets along with us, but is also part of the last decent generation, according to most conservative witches. Her politics are a liberal revination of Adina's, removing the most tyrannical mechanisms by reducing punishment and responsibilities. That would maintain the status quo, but give more room for individualism and personal enterprise, free from so many duties and free from failure. Whoa, how did you manage to get all this information in so little time? Enjoying the perks of a journalist sister now, huh? Now focus. Her program is to achieve this is judgment. Judgment will be performed by a quorum of the 4 eldest witches in agreement with the leader. As the sweetest candy of her program for the old lot. Enforcement will work with the system of strikes. She hasn't specified how many yet. Should a witch accumulate enough warnings, she will be expelled from the coven. Way less radical than exile, and the worst case scenario is the freedom to start anew elsewhere. Regarding forbidden arts, she won't change a thing. Anything deemed dangerous by the eldest witches will be banned. Then for mortal affairs, Jasmine proposes a model of protection and guidance. What is good for humanity? What should we protect them from? I guess I'll determine by the quorum of the eldest. Oh gods no, I don't want the fucking old people to decide that. Fuck that. Lastly, as for witch duties, she proposes a policy of no vigilance. Jasmine argues that we should trust every sister will have the coven's interests in mind, so that there is no need to evaluate or impose any duties on any member. I don't really believe that. I would like to. It's kind of naive, but I would like to. And of course, regarding the trending topic, Jasmine wants the coven to devour Dina's corpse, so we'll all become more powerful. Take a minute to internalize Jasmine program. Sure. Done? Should I take a screenshot? I'm gonna take a screenshot. Okay. I'm gonna put it in my game notes. That's not my game notes. Game notes. Jasmine. Done. Perfect. So tell me now, what did you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? I don't want to undermine it, it's pretty cool. These lax policies will incentivize foul play. These plans benefit the powerful and forsake novices. 'Tis true. Individuals will fracture the community. Tradition and coven culture will vanish in the setup. These plans benefit the powerful and forsake novices. Interesting. If we adopt this strategy, we may polarize the coven's opinion. But in the long run, we could gather the support of the young and weak, plus the support of the most compassionate elders. It may do the trick. Good, good. Now to assess the candidate herself. Let's use your privilege info on Jasmine. What would you say in Jasmine's strongest point? She's extremely intelligent, manipulative, she's a pillar of the community, true. Her apparent innocence and fragility, her resourcefulness, her charming mother, she's a pillar of the community. She helps and provides for many people with her garden, has many contacts and friends. That chairperson head of the race from the very start. It'll be hard to win people's trust in Jasmine over to our side. We'll need to undermine her capabilities as a leader, and I guess that's politics for you. We'll need to undermine her capabilities as a leader and reinforce her status as a pillar to the community so she stays like that, rather than as a ruler. Okay. Now to her flaws. What would you say is Jasmine's weakest point? Is she easy to intimidate? Her anxiety, she gets stressed easily. Envy? Her compassion? How is compassion weak? I don't think I guess she's like, does she worry about appearances? I feel like she would. Oh, what is she considered weak? Envy? She hasn't seemed envious of anyone. I don't see how compassion... She's very compassionate. But how is that weakness? I don't think she's any of these other things. She probably gets worried a bit more. but that was only because that they got worried that I was joining in then. Oh no, this is difficult. She's very compassionate. That sounds more like a virtue, but you're right. Compassion is something exploitable in its own way. Taking pity on your rivals can be the ruin of a leader. We could also point out how some of her policies will cause suffering for some people. We can throw her off her game by toying with her pity. Oh, okay. I feel so bad doing this. Toughen up, Fortuna. Her advisors will be doing the same thing about you. No doubts. Plus, there are emergency resources. If we play our cards right, we can hope for a clean victory. Focus on bringing your best game. I won't have to push any ugly buttons. Talk about pressure. Shall we go over Dahlia now? Yeah, sure. Dahlia is not from Earth. On our home planet, politics have evolved and twisted more than anywhere else in the explored universe. Oh, is that why hers are so naive? She's come from the demonic desert lands, where matriarchy-based warlordism and chieftainism are the primary form of organization in nowadays. I'm not saying to underestimate her, but we can expect her not to be well prepared to navigate the intricacies of a political campaign. On the other hand, Dahlia's politics seem to be very different from her homeworld's. From what I've gathered, her focus seems to be collectivizing the Coven's duties and responsibilities, distributing the Coven's power horizontally. Level the playing field is practically her slogan. Her program is to achieve this. Judgment by referendum. Dahlia argues that in a community this compact, we should have an account for every member's input, regardless of their background or preparation. Enforcement. None whatsoever. She believes in amicable resolution. And should dialogue fail, she wants to leave the matter in the hands of arbitrage office. Her point being that we don't need police ourselves, we already have the magical pact. Forbidden arts. Allow free access to any kinds of magic and control them through education, not banning. Mortal affairs. Cut all ties with mortals. Dahlia believes we're too privileged to be messing with people's lives. She thinks we should leave them be and focus on the cosmic and the magical. But what about the person she was dating? The mortal. Witch duties. Magical tax. Have every member of the Coven share a percentage of their magic output to pull resources for the benefit of the clan. And finally, she believes we should scatter Adina's remains so more witches can ascend and our Coven can become more diverse. As you can see, Dahlia was betting on kind-hearted community that requires goodwill to work. Almost utopic, I must say. What do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? Expose her naivety. Faith and good intentions is ridiculous. Point out the failure of communism on Earth. Spotlight the primitive societies of her home world. Oh my god! Horizontalism will make us slow and clumsy. Expose... It's naive. I think it's very naive. Good one. The ideal community she wants to paint a picture of isn't a reality. We'll focus on conveying that to the rest of the Coven. Okay, now, let's capitalize on your intimate knowledge about your rival. What would you say is Dahlia's strongest point? She does have a lot of charisma. She embodies the wind of change. Dahlia is pretty popular among young witches. Her determination, she is battle ready. She's the most virtuous and the most incomparable of us all. She has charisma. Yeah, this was popularly concept she'd have the upper hand. I'm sure her campaign will kick off with a lot of momentum. We can't hope to defeat her on every revolutionary ground. We'll have to play on your intelligence and mysticism to get a bite of her cake. Alright, what about her weakness? What is Dahlia's most critical fault? She's very impulsive, impatient, and gets angry easily. True. Dahlia's very green when it comes to debating politics. She's radical, lacks diplomacy. She's at least astute of the law, easy to trick. Making daggers is the least valuable asset offered by a candidate. She's impulsive. Good. If we can provoke her during a debate, the Covenant is sure to question her ability to rule. We should be on the lookout for opportunities to get her mad during the campaign. Is this really necessary? It's your call, but if we don't exploit your opponent's flaws, it'll make it less likely for you to become the next leader. Politics are ugly, I know. But also, let me tell you, you should expect the same from your rivals. Friends or not, I'm sure they won't be pulling any punches. Be ready. I'm already regretting this. But sure, whatever, I'll handle it. Alright, now for the third candidate. What? There's more? Of course, no one told you? No, who's it? No one truly thinks she possesses any threat to Dahlia or Jasmine, but she's a candidate nonetheless. We should study her. I believe this dark horse has a chance of surpassing us all. Tell me who it is already, come on. Capressa, the Historian Witch. The eldest witch in our coven. She precedes even Adina. Capressa is originally from Earth, but ascended way before humanity started even writing. She's had infallible memory. All events get registered inside her tree rings. A tree is gonna run the coven? She's been a really valuable source for the Cosmic Gazette. Capressa has helped us many times with our articles. The thing is, she always played a secondary role in the coven, just supporting us with her wisdom. But apparently, Capressa isn't a fan of change, and isn't happy with the direction Jasmine or Dahlia want to take the coven, so for the first time she's running for leader. Her program is easy to sum up. She wants to keep things exactly as Adina left them. Which is judgment, runic... For judgment, it's runic judgment, which is consorting with the gods. Law enforcement, exile, which is what I'm in. Forbidden arts, banning. I'm about to get banned. Mortal affairs, exploited at the coven's convenience, whenever you want. To the mortals, switch duties, strict quarterly controls. What's currently right now, everyone has to play a part and live up to the expectations. Moreover, she advocates for preserving Adina's corpse as some sort of oracle, to keep using her as a channel to consult with the gods and to set the direction for the coven. No. Wow, fuck Capressa. Fuck her program in any case. I know Capressa personally, and she's very kind and helpful. But yes, no one wants the ghost of Adina to keep ruling over us. She has very few supporters, all among the Ellis, but I wouldn't underestimate her. Capressa has a special mystical aura around her. Combined with her vast knowledge, she's sure to impress many voters during the campaign. Depending on how gruesome the race gets, we can scare some of the most conservative witches into switching sides from Jasmine to Capressa. Oops. I see. As long as we don't underestimate Capressa and keep her in check, it all should be fine though. Understood. Alright, are you ready to start defining our program? Do you want to take a break? Let's get this over with! Alright. We'll go over every point, assess our options, make some choices, and we have a first draft we can review any aspect to iron out the program. It's okay to borrow some ideas you may fancy from your rivals, but try to make a program that's unique enough to be your own. Okay. First point, judgment. Right now, this is where our rivals stand. Jasmine wants to form a quorum of the eldest. Dahlia wants to introduce judgment by referendum. Am I dumb? What's referendum? And dumb. I'm gonna spell it wrong. I didn't. Referendum is a general vote by the electorate on a single political question that has been referred to them for a direct decision. Okay, that's way too much. You're asking the entire coven to... That's way too much. Capressa wants to keep Adina's runic judgment. What type of judgment do you prefer? What do you mean ponder? I want to come up with a new option. Something fair but effective. What do you have in mind? To have a leadership that decides on everything without the community's input is problematic. Yeah. But leaving all executive control in the hands of everyone will produce erratic results. I think of establishing some sort of ministries to compartmentalize power. Ministries? Appoint experts in every matter to deal with the law, exploration, magic, development, resource management, culture. That's okay. Yeah, I get that. Anything really. Set up as many ministries as necessary. All ministers will work alongside the leader, but they would have the last word on their respective competencies, since they would be the ideal person to make informed decisions about each issue. And how will these ministers be appointed? Do these positions rotate? What happens if someone more competent shows up if the minister replaced? I mean, it is really interesting on paper, and it'll be quite effective to have dedicated witches on every important matter. But this will probably be bred many power struggles within the coven, fighting for the positions or trying to earn the favor of certain ministers. I see. Not that the other options don't have downsides. I'm just pointing out what could go wrong with this idea. I think it's still worth giving it a shot if you like it. If you're at the helm, I'm sure you can ride a tight ship and put together an excellent team. I'll help you. Yeah, avoiding corruption in this scenario relies on having a capable leader. You are a capable leader. I think you're ready to deal with any kind of judgment system you decide to go with. So having said that, what type of judgment do you prefer? Ugh. I don't want to look at these two. Isn't Dahlia's idea of dividing all the power among members via referendum a beautiful idea? It is beautiful indeed. It would be something far-fetched for a bigger society, but provided the coven stays within the hundreds is feasible. It'd still be quite cumbersome, and we need to keep in mind that the most popular option isn't always what's truly best. We'll always keep the majority satisfied. Will this make us weaker, but happier? I can't tell. It's never been done before in a coven that I know of. Okay, so what type of judgment do you prefer? I had to go with the ministry system. Because if we spread Adina's body, then that's just gonna get harder and more difficult to control everyone. I mean, you can't control them, but sometimes people have their bad days and they want blood. They want justice. But you can't have that. Because other people will be like, no, don't do that. You will never be able to satisfy someone. If you have someone who is knowledgeable about that topic, you'd be like, okay, well, they ultimately know how to run things about their specific area. I had to go with the ministry system. Gotcha. Now to law enforcement. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine wants to set up a system of warnings leading to expulsion. Dahlia advocates for a amicable agreement supported by the arbitrage office. Compressa wants to keep exile as punishment. What type of law enforcement do you prefer? I want a new option. I have trouble feeling towards punishment as a method of enforcing the law. It keeps law and order through fear, but we can't expect everyone to behave. Isn't there a way to make punishment constructive? Constructive how? Send bad witches to detention to some magical studies? Not that, but hey, that might be an idea. Reformation? What about community service? Oh! What was Dahlia's idea? Elaborate. Instead of expelling members, or God forbid, sending them to exile, we could send up systems of assigning hours of community service depending on the severity of the infraction. Tending other witches' gardens, harvesting magic for the coven, helping the explorers, whatever is needed really. We could pull that off, yeah. I don't know if it'll look childish or weak in the eyes of some witches, but it'll benefit the community in the long run, definitely. Alright. What type of law enforcement? I kinda like the community service. Amicable resolution is just like, let's make both sides agree. And once again, it's like, I want blood, I want justice. Some people are not amicable. You can't get a good thing. Warnings. There's no real downside to it. They just leave. Oh, that one just says fuck exile. Let's go with community service. I mean, okay, hear me out. I would rather have done community service instead of 1,000 years of exile. I would have rather done that. Understood. Next is forbidden arts. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine and Compressa want to continue banning whatever they deem dangerous. Dahlia wants to get free access to any kind of magic, but to enforce education so we know what we're dealing with. How do you want to go about dealing with forbidden arts? I like Dahlia's, but I want to come up with a new option. There must be a middle ground between banning and free access. Some summoning or spells can save lives. They can even protect us from major evils. There's much to achieve with careful application of some sort of forbidden art, so what about extending permits? Make it so witch can apply to have access to certain spells or rituals, and if the coven deems the applicant's purpose and aptitude appropriate, okay, and allow them to make use of that. Okay, that's an interesting compromise. You know more about forbidden arts than I do, so I'll go with where you think is better. How do you want to go about dealing with forbidden arts? I like the permit system. Wonderful. Now on to mortal affairs. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine says we should guide them, take care of them. Dahlia proposes calling all ties. She believes we shouldn't abuse our privilege over them and just let them be. Compressa wants to continue exploiting them for our benefit. What's your stance? I want a new option. What else could we do about relationship with mortals? I don't know. If you want to propose an alternative for our program, it should be something drastically different. Just some iteration of our rivals' ideas would feel uninspired or derivative. What about this? We reveal the existence of witches to mortals? Whoa, coming out strong. What's your angle? Whatever decision we make regarding mortals will be morally gray since they don't know about us. We make regarding mortals? What I propose here is simple concept, truth. It'll definitely stir some chaos in the beginning, but in the end, wouldn't it be better if we develop a working relationship and make them aware of our capabilities? Let them ask directly for what they need? That is beautiful. But didn't you pay attention in school? Humanity has a troubling relationship with witches. They burned us for sport. They burned poor innocent women. What can they really do about the real deal? It's like revealing the existence of lions to a rabbit. They can hide or reject us, but in no way will they be able to hurt us. Heh, you're underestimating mortals' drive to destroy things, but sure, we can make our program look strong. We can spin a good angle from it. Prepare to be attacked in any debates, though. What's your stance? I wanna ponder guidance. So far, the Coven has exploding mortals under Adina's command. Maybe it's time we repay the service mortal societies have been inadvertently offering us. That's a good angle, although taking care of them entails many responsibilities, as well as needing time and resources. We'll be giving up some of our Coven's momentum to charity. Not that it's necessarily bad, but it's something to bear in mind if we choose this option. I see. What's your stance on mortal affairs? To be honest, I don't care much about mortals or Earth or whatever other society in the universe. And if you think about it, I believe most people prefer to not have witches meddling with their lives. Yeah, maybe. On the other hand, we can forfeit many valuable resources. Mortals have been a great source of magical power and inspiration for our coven. However, cutting ties will also cut all the shady practices and wrongdoing some witches have been pushing on mortals. And to some extent, it will let us focus on our own affairs instead of dealing with petty disputes over humans. What do you think? What's your stance? I wanna cut ties. We can find other ways to get our magical power. Let's ponder exploitation. I mean, it sounds like we're putting them through a grinder, exporting canned people. They aren't aware of this exploitation to begin with. Some of them are even happier thanks to some of our spells our Coven has cast onto their communities. It's the most powerful position, to be honest. It is. Ideals are beautiful, but truth be told, our Coven benefits a great deal from our current relationship with mortals. To keep exploiting them is objectively good for the Coven, but morally dubious for many witches. It can be a tough sell among some voters. I can work with either option, depending on what you want to bet on, so what's your stance? I want to cut ties. Roger that. Let's talk about witch duties. These are the stance of our commanders. Jasmine advocates for freedom and trust, for believing that every witch will always have the coven's best interests in mind. Dahlia wants to institute some kind of magical tax, and have every witch share some of their magical output for common projects. Compressor wants to keep Adina's quarterly controls. What are we going to do about witch duties? Come on. There must be another way to make our coven stronger without abusing our members and without degrading the spirit of being a community. In all those years you spent in this coven, what would you say has helped bring your A game the most? Demand, inspiration, sharing resources? Oh, I know. Mentorship. My mentor, Yuena, has been a cornerstone in my development as a witch. What do you say we institute a mentorship program? That's a great idea. Right now, one of the most pressing issues within our coven is the power gap between novices and elders. It'll help to tighten the relationship between different generations of witches too. I like it. But this idea will be way better received among novices than leaders. Old witches won't be getting anything out of this deal, so it'll be a tough sell for the less charitable conservatives. A mentorship is something that requires a lot of time and work, so it'll get in the way of many of the elders' plans. You yourself will be forced to take on some apprentices. Think about what that'll mean for your lifestyle. I see. What are we gonna do about the witch duties? I mean, I think... So I've been reading a book, a manga. This ties in, I swear. Called Atelier... Witch Hat. And it's basically it's a mentorship program. And the apprentices get to choose their mentor. And I think it holds the mentors accountable as well, because the apprentices would be like, I don't like this guy. And some people who want to be a mentor as well, because not everyone wants to be a mentor. I feel like we can refine this a lot better, because I like the Atelier Witch Hat, but I do like the mentorship program. Understood. And finally, we have the issue what to do with Adina's corpse. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine wants the coven to devour her corpse, that we may absorb her magic and become considerably more powerful. Dahlia wants to scatter her remains, give them back to the cosmos, that way more witches will be able to ascend, and will become more numerous and diverse. Compressor wants to conserve Adina's corpse, to consult with her and keep using her as a channel to talk with the gods. What do you want to do? What's another option? Nah, it's too much. Spit it out, we're brainstorming here. A wild idea could lead to something interesting. What if only the leader gets to eat Adina all by herself? What, you hoard Adina's power all yourself, you're saying? Yes, become sort of super leader. If it becomes a tradition, whoever's in charge will be more and more powerful with each generation, inheriting all the power of the predecessors. Working towards godlike figure who can safeguard the coven from any evil? That is dangerous. Not a lot of people will agree with this plan, but if you manage to pull it off, you become extremely fucking powerful. I don't want to imagine what that would imply for your powers. You will be able to rewrite reality itself if needed. I'll support you if that's what you want. What do you want to do? I have always liked scattering it. Maybe we should scatter Adina's remains. I mean, power for the sake of power is a bit pointless, and allowing more women to ascend and become witches seems more humane thing to do. You're probably right. Opening the gates to potential double our size will definitely stir some chaos in these times of change. But who cares? There's also power in numbers. Just bear in mind that advocating for scattering Adina's remains will earn us the sympathies of the novices and discomfort from the elders and vice versa. My stuff is mainly for the novices. Some liberal elders too. Let's scatter her remains. Alright, that's a wrap then. Let's review the program as a whole now. This program is unique enough, I believe we are offering quite an interesting option over the plans of our rivals. Are you happy with it? Would you like to change anything? I'm happy. Great, wonderful, fantastic. Now, take a minute to look at our program. Okay. How about take a picture? How do we take a picture? Oh fuck, I didn't click no. I take picture. Give me a second. Internalize it, believe it, make it yours. You're going to have to defend all these decisions in front of your rivals and the whole coven. But most importantly, I'm going to need you to sell the concept of it. And for that, we're going to need a slogan. A slogan, finally something fun! It's been fun all the way from me so far. You're really enjoying yourself behind that haunty pose, huh? You bet. Hahaha. What would you like to use as a slogan? Make our coven great again. Take fate into thy hands. Stronger together, a real sisterhood, a very happy coven. Take fate into thy hands. That one's interesting. Are we really taking fate into thy hands, though? I think real sisterhood is a bit too much, honestly. I know that's the game. I know that's probably my Steam title. A very happy coven? Too naive. So... stronger together? Maybe. So, I'd like to take fate into thy hands. It has a nice little ring to it. Okay, and my foot's asleep because I was sitting funny. Take fate into thy hands. Ooh, I like this one. Very on point given the kind of candidate you are. Oh yeah, it is. Because I control their fates. You think? It doesn't say much about our program. But it doesn't matter. This is all about marketing. And who doesn't like the idea of controlling their own fate? This slogan puts the focus on your defining characteristic. No other candidate can aspire to on the slogan. Great job. Haha, thanks. We're almost done. Oh my god, I want to be done. What else? We just need to start campaigning, right? Yes, and for that we need the ultimate, most classical form of propaganda. A poster. What for? It sounds like there are any streets in space to plaster with my face. We'll send posters to everyone we know from inside and outside the coven. Outside the coven? Try to have them set up in common spaces like temples or cosmic markets. That's not my style at all. That's why I'm here to do all the nasty marketing you're too self-conscious to do. I just want all this to be over. A few weeks and a couple of months max. And this would be a memory. You've done 200 years of exile. I'm sure you can endure this. Okay, give up. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I was thinking that your new cards have a lot of style. What do you say? Would you compose the poster yourself? Do you have a choice? Heh, not really. You're really talented. Let's just squeeze your artist juices. Ooh, I get to make a poster! Yay! Okay. Let's put it back. Let's flip it. Okay, let's put this. Does that look good? I feel like everything's still here. Got it. We got one. I'm finding stars. Wee! Oh, I can change the color. Oh, I have that eye. Looks good. Kind of messy, but that's fine. What do you think? Pretty cool. You can never have too many stars on a political poster. I know, right? Should I give it another try? No, it's good. I like it. It's powerful in a very unique way. If anything, it does a great job of capturing your essence. We should send this to a museum once the race is over. Oh, I probably should have... Oh, fuck. Haha, shut up. Great. Ready to win this race. Finally, honestly, I'm really not cut out for this. Yes, you are. Fate provided you with a mean sister to make sure of it. Just my luck. Now, to the unavoidable question. Why don't you draw a card to make sure we win this thing? Yeah, it's been on my mind this whole time. I believe you should do it. I'm sure the others will be using their own arts to get ahead of the race. It doesn't come without risk, though. There's always a chance I draw a card that doesn't offer any favorable results to us. And once drawn, there's no going back. We could assure our victory, but we could also doom us and make our efforts futile. Right. Well, you know your deck better than anyone. Our chances of winning through sheer effort are pretty decent, I say. If you want to remove the anxiety from competition by determining the outcome, I'm in.
Let's do raw card.
I can't get enough of your divination. It's always so thrilling. Let's hope the thrill pays off. This reading's gonna be nerve-wracking. More than reading into your sister's death. Yes. Ouch. Reading to your end was more like morbid curiosity. Whereas this card is gonna see the outcome of many weeks of effort. You're right, I'm nervous too. Hit it. Okay. It can be good. It can be good. It can be good. There's potential. We will win. Let me read this. Deli will win. Unfortunately, her leadership will weaken the coven, which will ultimately dissolve. Oof. We will win. Our coven will stop being the most powerful, but its members will be extraordinarily happy. We will win. Our coven will become so successful that our program will be copied throughout many magical communities. I like this one. And it has so many earth and air. I like it. Jackpot. It feels so weird to write about my absolute victory. Just enjoy it, damn it. What now? We just wait, arms crossed, to have the leadership of the coven handed to us? Now you have fun? You can enjoy the campaign knowing that no matter what you say or do, you will get to win. Fun, huh? I'll try. Since you know the outcome already, now it's all about the theatrics. I guess so. That feeling is similar to when I get to know my own end. It removes a lot of the pressure from the very act of existing. We just play our part and wait to see the fireworks. Don't you like the feeling? I can see the appeal. It's all a game, right? I think I need a rest for a bit now. Gonna go home, take a bath, get my thoughts in order. When I come back, our next mission will be to form a team and start actively doing things. Okay, I'll be there. Ooh, where are we? Chapter 6, Pandemonium. Oh, that's the Arbiter. Please wait here. Unea will be here in a minute. What is this? Am I dead? Don't worry, you are not dead at all. I shouldn't say a lot more though. Why not? And, protocol. This probably doesn't mean much to you, but you are extremely lucky. Unea is an exceptional witch. You couldn't be in better hands. What? Come again? Oops, I said too much. But everything is going to be alright. I must go. Just get comfortable. But, bye! Ooh, stars. I don't recognize those stars. Where the hell am I? Oh, so warm. This feels nice. This place is actually super cool. I wonder if it'd be too expensive to rent for a nice getaway with those fools. Will I ever get to see my friends again? I know the future. No. Okay, sit. Just get comfortable. My clothes are still wet. How did this much sand get under my swimsuit? Shit, I still have the keys of the food truck on me. I hope Eva and Patrice managed to get back home okay. Oh, am I still supposed to do something? There's nothing. Oh. This place makes me want to read tarot. The air smells like nothing I've smelled before. It's a mix of nature, fate, and possibility. Gravity feels different too, lighter. I feel my mind is slowly shedding some dry husk and fresh breeze is starting to blow through it. This trembling, this isn't fear, it's excitement. Oh no. I feel like I never want to go home.
Oh dear. I love you already. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Relax, I'm here to look after you. Oh dear. You're from Earth, right? Earthlings always had the worst time processing their ascension. Your collective subconscious is too cynical. Your society rejects magic with a strength unlike any other in this universe. Just let it sink in. This is something good, I promise. Dear. Very absurd. My kin are what human witches call deer folk. Oh, and you are a human witch, by the way. Is this really happening? Yes, congratulations, you ascended. Please don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. It's the best day of my life. Nice. Ooh. Oh. Everything is set to go. Let me check my phone. Why is... That's what he looks like? Election day has just been announced. We're merely 32 cycles away from it. We have everything we need, so let's get to work. The most critical point is, what do we do with this massive behemoth? Yeah, that. What do we do with your sister's savior? What could we possibly do with the help of an almighty being older than time who's able to grant wishes? Can you make everyone vote for us? Yes. Oh my god. What are you willing to pay in exchange? Ha, no need for that. Fortuna is a wish granter herself at this point. She already wrote that we'll win the elections. Why bother doing anything then? I am compelled by some cosmic force. Oh, I see. We are sentient puppets at this point, aren't we, Fortuna? Would you like me to write you some free will? We haven't explored how well the deck fares against paradoxes. That's an interesting line of investigation. Let's focus on the task at hand, please. Oops, sure. What can a behemoth do for free? I could disguise myself as a familiar and deliver messages. I can harness energy. I can spread rumors. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Interesting. And I think that's about it if we don't want to draw too much attention to my powers. It's already more than I expected, so great. I want to see what you look like a little tiny familiar. Happy to surprise your expectations, oh dominant sister. Which grimoire of clowns did you find this one in, Fortuna? Let's check the vibe of the coven first. Programs have already been made public, so witches are starting to form their own ideas regarding this race. We can tap into the mind of the coven with the Dream Ball. Okay. The Dream Ball allows us to get real-time readings on our community's desires and expectations. Hence, we can filter the current vote intention. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, I'm already up there. This will be a pivotal tool for adjusting our strategies as the race progresses. Every action— What the— Hi, Grizzy! I'm playing a game, and we're getting into politics! Every action we perform, and the actions of our opponents, of course, will affect the Coven's sympathies, and that will be reflected in the Dream Ball's readings. What? Every action we perform, okay, and the actions of our opponent, of course, will affect the Coven's sympathies. Okay, and that'll be reflected in the Dream Ball's readings. This is the Dream Ball? Why do we only have 100 witches? That's crazy. How is— Oh, this is the full coven. I want to know what everything is in smaller. Added some more men's ruins to filter vote intention by demographic. Go ahead and browse through them. I encourage you to put some time into familiarizing yourself with the characters of each group. You not only need their votes, but you also plan on becoming their leader, so you better take responsibility and do some studying. Luckily for you, as the founder of the Cosmic Gazette, I know a fair amount about idiosyncrasies of our coven. I wrote down a comprehensive demographic analysis for you. I took the liberty of placing it all in your library for when you have the time to go and do some studying. Ugh, that's so many words. Wow, thank you so much. I got you. Now, how are we going to operate? Fortuna, you won't be able to accomplish much by yourself out there, being exiled and all. But we will act as you're outside this room. Just let us know what you want to do, and we'll set out to do so. It could be promoting some point of the program, looking for allies, gathering intel, harvesting some energy for your deck. Harvest energy! Bear in mind, these tasks will take 3 and 5 cycles each, so plan accordingly. Understood. But wait, what do I do while you're all out? Do your homework. Do some studying, make some cards, or jerk off to relieve the pressure. Alright. Patrice! What? It works, trust me. Always so gross. As the race progresses, you'll have to meet some prospective allies, or even rivals here in this office. So don't worry, I don't think you'll get much idle time. Okay. Everyone ready? Any doubts? Let's conquer all. Well, rather than conquer, let's have our sister put their trust in us. Yes, of course, it was a figure of speech. Okay, we can never be too safe with you. Ha ha ha. Oh, I almost forgot. I got something for you, Fortuna. Ow! That hurt my eyes. Myself, personal growth, and self-realization. Oh. That's when Earth broke. When is fire gonna break? Anyways, remember those articles in the Cosmic Gazette you disliked so much? Like 12 objects of power that will make your life easier? Well, as it happens, number 5 will shock you. Crazy. Here. The root of aplomb. Swallow it and it'll increase your powers of persuasion. Oh wow, thank you, Patrice. It'll live in your stomach for decades, liberating the very essence of willpower, atom by atom. It'll also siphon away your self-doubt. It'll be especially handy for debates against other candidates, or for striking deals when dealing with visitors here at home. That's just perfect, thank you so much. I got you covered. Anyway, let's get to work. Let's make sure we all have a task and get this ball rolling. Stay motivated. Alright, tasks. What do I have? Oh, I have analysis? Producers? Warriors? That sounds about right. Explorers? Okay, academics? Oracles? Yeah, okay, so I got the oracles, because that's my thing. So oracles, novices, and academics, and producers. I got some of those. I'm never gonna get warriors and explorers. Oh, I have some. The 19, and oracles, academics, producers, novices, not analysis. So we're gonna make more novices. So I just clicked out, yeah. Pick which one. So, I kinda have a chance at everyone except for warriors, it seems. I'd like you to look for allies. Understood. I'll comb through the cosmos, see what I can find. I'd like you to promote. Let's focus our efforts on this group. Oh. I pretty much have the oracles. So let's grab some more novices. Okay, I'll do my best. I'll be back in a few cycles. Who's that? Uh-oh. Oh, I gotta be ethereal for this one. Witch Fortuna. I would like to formally introduce myself before the race. There are some topics I am interested in discussing with you regarding the nature of the political shift of our coven is about to experience. Kind regards, Capressa, the historian witch. She's just a tree. Hello, I am Capressa. Nice to meet you. Welcome, Maya Fortuna. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me. I wanted to introduce myself formally before the race becomes hectic. That is so kind of you. I'm sorry that you had to come all the way here. There's still 800 years of exile left in the sentence Adina cast over me. I am well aware. Adina often confided in me. The fear you inspired her was one of the greatest weaknesses. Oh wow, I don't know how to feel about that. That makes two of us. That's the main reason I decided to pay you a visit. To keep me in check? To form my own judgment. I promise I carry the best of intentions. There's a certain aura around you that tells me I can trust you. Plants. We're more sensitive to this kind of energy. Now I see that Adina's fear was unfounded, a product of her decaying mind. Fuck yeah. Knowing this, I must ask you and your team to retire from the race. Why? You are too close to your human side to properly govern a cosmic coven. And that's what Adina made such a great leader. She had a direct channel of communication with the gods and was far detached from her human origin. She was a human? On the other hand, you, Dahlia, and Jasmine, you have an uncountable number of human flaws. Dahlia, I don't think is human. She looks one, she's not though. Fear, pride, envy, greed, even what you consider virtues such as ambition or mercy, or even the most basic things such as the need for comfort or enjoyment cloud your judgment. What? Flaws, flaws, flaws. But without feelings, how can you truly care for your peers? There are many beings in this universe that are better suited for leadership than your kind precisely because of this lack of human feelings. Have you ever stopped to study the flora? Most witches are too fauna-centric to see other forms of coexistence. As a tree, my intellect is the growth and community. I lack individuality. I'm just part of a forest. We the plants grow, expand, and nurture all around us. The majority of us don't need to feed on other living things to prosper. The basic fact alters our whole perception of reality. Human existence is so built on top of the sacrifice that you are immune to innumerable forms of brutality. You are devourer of worlds, and we the plants are their healers. I'm going to take care of you no matter how you treat me. Let me ask you a question. What's the most important quality in a leader? Intelligence, selflessness, empathy, charisma. I think we need more selflessness. Selflessness, exactly. To put the group's needs before your own. And even if you invented the word, humans aren't capable of it. All those emotions we talked about before, they're what make it impossible. Satisfaction, respect, honor, friendship, the list is endless. Humans are capable of selfless actions, but not of selfless existence. A leader deprived of all of that is automata. You're right, but I still want to lead. Are you implying that humans should never lead? And what's the problem with that? A leader needs drive, a vision, they need to take risks, and gamble with the future of a whole community? Yes, you put your trust in a leader because you believe in the change they propose. Otherwise, you're just appointing an administrator. And what's wrong with having a fair administrator? Stagnation. Unlike plants, we consider movement to be a symptom of life. I see, so that's what you and your sisters value over stability. I'm afraid human-born witches are like that, yes? Thank you. You've helped me understand our coven better. Listen, Capressa. Use the eye of Adina to look inside Capressa? What's his buried emotion? What's the matter?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hubba bubba! She's in love with Adina? No fucking wonder, holy shit! I'ma fuck this up.
That is nonsense. Does that conflict with the selflessness you were talking about? It sounds like a liability for the lack of kind of leadership you're proposing. I'm just aware of how big of a loss it is for our coven that Adina died. Maybe you are mistaking that for love. No, you love her, romantically. She gave me her eyes. I can see through you. Oh wow, that's why your program includes keeping her corpse intact. I know, fucking right? Please, don't say anything. I'm trying to purge this emotion for myself, but I still haven't worked out how to. This has nothing to do with the race. Please keep it between us. Don't worry, I'll respect your privacy. Thank you, Fortuna. Your sympathy won't be forgotten. I think it's time for me to leave now. Wait, would you like to me read your fortune? Would you do that for an opponent? Of course, my priority is to help the coven. Very well, let's see what fortune has in store for me. Okay. Tell me what it is you wish to ask the cards. There is only one thing on my mind, something really dear to me. Will I be able to safeguard Adina's legacy? Of all the eras I've lived through, Adina has been the most peaceful and prosperous, at the expense of some of her sisters, but sure. Please don't poison the reading with your resentment. That's improper of an oracle. You're right. I'll focus on your honest will. Think about Adina while I shuffle more cards. Garden, ego, mercy. Okay, it can be a few things. You will steal one of Adina's masks and drop out of the race. You will leave the coven, start a cult to follow the mask. Oh, that's fucking creepy. No, but you'll make peace with it and find new forms of happiness. I like this one. No. What's up? Happiness is always good news, isn't it? Happiness means nothing to me. What I want for Adina's work to be eternal. Nothing is eternal. I know. I knew this endeavor was meaningless from the moment I set out to do it. But still, I needed to try. Will you give up now? No. Even if it's just the tiniest fraction, keeping some of Adina's legacy alive is priceless. I see. Thank you for allowing me to peek into the future, Fortuna. You're welcome. Thanks for having me at your home. Good luck with the race. Good luck to you too. Now make like a tree and get out of here. That one is from Back to the Future. Okay, let's get rid of some things. Ooh, that's a lot here. I don't like this one. Damn, I have so much more. Okay. I'm just gonna throw this one so I can get some more here. I don't have much. Okay, I have something to create. I can create something now. Let's make a card. Oh, I forgot about that one. Wasn't... Oh, is this one that I wanted to delete? Oh. Wait, oops. Oh no, now she has to walk all the way back up again, and then all the way back down again. Okay. I wonder how often she has walked up and down those stairs. Okay, dispel. Okay. Now go back downstairs. And glitch out while you do it. Ow! I'll tar. Doesn't get much smaller than this. Bring this up. Bring that to be small. Oh, that's good. I want to read Witch Hat Atelier. I think I'm completely normal about it. I'm completely normal about this manga I'm reading. Let's see. What's a follow here? Not Sengoku. No, I gotta have both of these. No, wait. I want this to be fallen at your side. I'm gonna delete your arm. No arm for you. I want to move this sword. Okay. Move this. Bring it over here. Make it a bit smaller. Okay. Oh. I'll put it back here. Let's finish this. Oh, the arbitrage office. 6 cents. Whispers for the virtue of piety, the recipe for wellness, the echoes of authority, the will for the community, heart in the face of conflict, powerful direction, the presence desire to inspire. Cool. Whispers from the undone jade witches imbue this card with emotion, the essence of those who fight for what's important. A song for your incredible deeds. The Arbitrage book puts this revelation in front of many eyes. Cool. Good. Good, cool. Good, cool, good. Yippee! Okay. I kinda like these little moths. Where does this go? Oh wait, we're going like. There we go, that's nice. I don't know what these are. Oh, you look a moth. I really want to change. Ooh, wait. That'd be cool. Get me out. Okay, we put them there. Make them a bit smaller. Okay. Liberty. Oh. I don't have anything, I can't pay for that. The energy of the star is fierce. The astronaut is kindred to hostile environments. A single space scout can carry the will of a civilization. The astronaut's pith cloth stimulates purpose and discovery. Deception, the unknown, determination, rightfulness, guide, discovery, rejection, bad omen, happiness, and temptation. Overall, it's pretty good. Oh. Oh. Time has passed. Reporting rival activity Jasmine. Bad news regarding Jasmine. Apparently she's been funding a group of academics to research what it would really entail for our powers if we all devoured. She's funding a research what would really entail for our powers if we all devoured Adina. And? Wow. I mean, if I wasn't on your team, I'd probably vote for her now. But we mustn't give up. Let's start the counterattack. What say you? I found something interesting. I subtly induced the idea that she should pay you a visit. Her name is Wind, Witch of Entropy and Decay. Just like you and Adina, she's one of the Oracle Witches in the Coven. She's able to read the entropy in any system, no matter whether it's a machine, a community, a building, an astral body, or even an idea. She's able to read the Okay. Basically, Wind can discern what actions will accelerate or prevent the decay of just about anything. Maybe she can help us find the weak spot in our opponent's strategies? I want to try to put the novices in their place, but they're not ready to see some sense yet. Okay, I think it's best we have you focus on different demographic. I'm sorry. It's okay, we can just start our strongest. Oh, okay. Well, I'd like you to... How could you... What it will like ensue? Come to Cosmic, see what I can find. Okay, so I don't have to... They don't have to rely on me anymore. Oh, so the full Coven. Wow, all the academics chose her. Oh, and the oracles? Oh, damn, I got it. Novices, still on the fence. We'll just keep the novices out of it. Wow. Warriors, dead set on Dahlia. Okay. But... Is Warriors just all of what Dahlia has? 11? I can't tell. But Compressor's low. Jasmine's in the lead right now. We gotta pick up the pace here. Let's talk to the arbitrage. Dear Fortuna, I need to bring you up to date regarding an active conflict that may affect the current elections. Let me know when it's a good time for me to visit. Help. How goes it? We're in the elections, and I made 2 new cards, but we're in the elections. And I drew a card, I'm winning. I will always be winning, no matter how bad it gets. Now I'm talking to the cops. What's your voice? Hello again, Fortuna. Thank you so much for coming. What's this about active conflicts? Should we be worried? Well, there's an internal war going on with the Coven of the Jade Sculptors. The Arbitrage Office, they're like the middleman for any issues. They don't really do anything. They're not part of any wars. They can't do any wars. The conflict escalated quicker than we anticipated, and there have been many witch casualties in a matter of weeks. Well, that's concerning. So the Arbitrage Office had to intervene to minimize the casualties, and above all, keep it contained and make sure no other coven takes part in the conflict. I see. This must be the war you foretold, Fortuna. Oh yeah, I did that. Thanks to your card reading, my superiors were extra vigilant and managed to mediate in time to avoid a great disaster. They want you to know that they value your contribution. Oh, you're welcome. This is why I'm coming to you with this first. There's someone I would like to send your way. Your counsel has been very valuable to me, and by extension to the Arbitrage Office. Maybe you'll be able to do the same for a group of refugees that had to leave the Jade Sculptors to save their skin. We need to bridge some order into this chaos. Very well, I'll talk with my team and see what we can do. Depending on how you handle it, it may be opportunity. Thank you so much. Oh, no, thank you. You'll be contributing to the restoration of peace. I'm giving notice to the office. They will tell Zira, the representative of the refugees, to make contact with you. Okay, I can't promise anything though. You'll meet with her. No strings attached, and decide if there's something that your party can do to help. Okay. Oh my gosh, the Arbitrage Office is on my side with the elections. Alright, very well. That'll be all. Something to confess? Haha, no way. Protocol. Okay, as always, thank you for your time. Thank you for coming. Bye! She goes off on a broom. Oh, we got some people. Isn't this the mathematician witch? Who? Why does it look like I had to choose between them? The attention of Witch Fortuna. It is a moment of truth. Let's confirm whether our paths align or diverge. That's the mathematician witch. You got me. What are you talking about? From the J Sculptors, right? Welcome. Oh, fuck. What are you speaking? Owlish? Oh, I fucked up. I knew this would be a problem. Wait, I don't understand you. Maybe there's a way for us to connect. I'ma abuse my powers. Should I use the knowledge to translate or consult with the cards? I feel like the knowledge is easier. I have no clue what using the knowledge from Adina does. Because she gave it to me. Nemesis and mentors, this your eye, every time. Grant me access to your sister's words. Well, did it work? Yes! I can understand you perfectly fine now. It worries me that you don't know the tongue of Nebula. It's the only way to access true knowledge and power. Ah, yes, it's extremely hard for human witches to master, but it's a skill I want to acquire eventually. Very well. Where was I? Oh, yes. I have the power to destroy your party. That's crazy! Wow. What are you gonna do with it? You have the power, what are you gonna do with it? Alright, here we go. I don't know if you are familiar with my arts. I have the ability to sabotage anything. There's a path to decay in everything. Be it a planet, a community, or an idea. I can read those lines and steer anything in that direction. Whew! What's the purpose of coming to say all this to my face? A test. The best prospect for our coven is to have a powerful oracle at the helm. That's why you are my favorite candidate. Good to know. You have a funny way of showing support, though. I needed to ascertain that you have what it takes to lead. What do you propose? I'm going to offer you the opportunity to sabotage your rivals' efforts. Okay. I've already studied them and know how to suffocate their momentum. Just say the word and they are done. But should you reject my offer, I will go to your rivals and offer this the very same deal to them. Oh, nice, okay. Don't answer me yet. It's a test after all. So I want you to take your time and ponder how you act in this scenario. So let's see if I understood you. You are threatening to destroy us if we don't choose to destroy our opponents. I believe it's a more nuance than that. Your rivals may reject the offer too. Do you trust your sisters to play as fair as you will? I see. So do you get off on this kind of stuff, or what's the deal with you? Give it some thought. I am not bluffing. I need to try transforming our coven to assess if it can stand the test of entropy. Okay. Take your time. Tell me when you're ready to make a choice. Do not choose, and I'll make the choice for you. I trust my sisters. I don't know what you want from me. Capressa's been moving. I don't know if she's calling in some favors or what, but the old guard has suddenly decided to support her. Really? We should do something about it. I found someone that could help us, Fortuna. She'll pay you a visit. Her name is Curry, the sensorial witch. She can affect the perception and sensations of sentient beings, conjure hallucinations, induce anesthesia, and even grant extra sense humans don't usually have. She seems to be a bit anxious about the current climate in the coven. I'm not sure what will come of this meeting, but I sent her your way anyway. I found someone interesting. I suddenly induced the idea that she should pay you a visit. Her name is Renjamere, the Cosmic Poet. She's not from the coven, but you've probably heard of her. Renjamere is on the rage throughout the witching universe, especially among youngest witches. Her words, especially her poems and songs, have a lot of impact on witch culture. As our universe's biggest influencers, Renjamere will definitely play a major role in shaping witch culture in the centuries to come. I've heard she already sympathizes with our cause, so if we could get her to speak, we could sweep a lot of votes. Promote our program. Oh, that's what I tried to make her do. Oracles. Look for allies and opportunities. Dig up dirt on our opponent. I don't want to dig up dirt. I don't want to use it. So I don't want it. Harvest energy. I would like energy, but it's not important. Look for allies. Oh, I'm your mentor now. My dear mentor Fortuna, is it okay to visit, or are you too busy with the political campaign? I'm getting the hang of my powers now. Maybe there's a way for me to help you. Hugs, Nova, the Peppermancer. Hi, babes. How you doing? Ooh, you getting potions about? Oh. Hello. Hey, welcome back. How are you doing? Well, you were dead right. My first few weeks as a witch have been quite an ordeal. The others giving you much headache? They're ruthless and insatiable. They had me summoning spirits, dispelling magical looks, harvesting energy, you name it. And how are you faring so far? Well, you know the answer to that question already. I'm fucking killing it. Yeah, that good? You bet, I was born to be a cosmic witch. Summoning? How many? Magical locks? Easy peasy. Harvesting energy? They had to stop me so I wouldn't dry out their dominion. I even got them to try my freshly grown euphoria peppers, and had both elders and novices cheering while I cast some fireworks. Come on, that can't be true. The news will reach you eventually. Their plan to discredit novices, to dissuade our sisters from scattering Adina's remains, definitely backfired. Sorry if that clashes with your plans or anything, but I couldn't just let them walk all over me. No, don't worry, I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Actually, I wanted to ask you something. How are you settling in? Well, I'm still trying to find my place. Magic understanding the cosmos and all that. Well, that's a thing. But I can't help feeling lonely. How so? I don't know. I don't feel like I belong in this coven yet. I'd like to be a part of a project or something. I see. That's actually why I'm here. You just tell me, frankly, if it'll be too much of a nuance, but I'd like to join your party. Please? I'll do anything, grabbing cosmic coffee or whatever the equivalent is in this case. I just want to help in any way I can. Oh, that's so nice of you. So, will you have me on board?
You wanna? You got it.
Yes! Thank you so much for this opportunity, Fortuna. You won't regret it. I'm gonna do my best and then some. That's a good attitude. We're already in our headquarters, so find a comfortable spot and come up with something for... And I'll come up for something you to start with, help us with. Understood. Yay! Recruit the Peppermancer. Help, I don't want to be here. Help, I don't want to be here. Help, I don't want to be here. I don't want to talk to him. I'd like you to... challenge an opponent's program. Yeah, sure. I feel like that's more for Patrice, but Jasmine, she's in the lead. Go for it. You don't know Jasmine that well, so go for it. I feel like, I shouldn't. Oh well. Let's go after this point of Jasmine's. Oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm giving this to Patrice. Promote our program. Let's see if you can bring the novices. I'll go and spread the word. Absolutely. Okay, bye, babes. Ponder this. I offer you the possibility to sabotage one of your rivals, but should you reject my offer, I will go to your rivals and offer this very same deal to them. Do you trust your... I have a decision. I'm not going to do that. I trust them to not do that. I don't trust Capressa, but I trust everyone else to not. Do you have an answer? Yes, I'm ready. Very well. Who do you want me to sabotage? No one. I understand. How do you feel about passing on the opportunity to ensure your victory? Relaxed. That's a shame. I don't believe that you are fit to become the leader of our coven. What? Why? Didn't you say this was a test? Didn't I just take the high road and act honorably? Exactly. You forwent the opportunity to get ahead of your rivals. You are unfit to rule. That's not fair. The cosmos is as fair as a black hole. You can only hope now as your sisters are as naive as you are. I sincerely hope not. We'll be forced to leave this obviously decaying coven. A sisterhood with the values you uphold is no sisterhood at all. Being unable to perceive entropy is what makes you an idealist, a widespread disease among human witches. But as ideals are for those who are well fed and taken care of. The wheel should always be steered by someone who's able to perceive the cosmos for what it is. Time to disprove you, I guess. Good luck with that. I just made an enemy. Okay, I'm tired of talking to people. I had a meeting with some of the Oracle Witches. They're quite the reserved lot. They seemed to like the idea of keeping a fellow Oracle at the helm in any case. It was a good meeting, I think. I'd like you to challenge an opponent. Jasmine. Let's go to this point of Jasmine's program. One of those which is in law enforcement. Gotcha, I'm on it. Honestly, I think I'm gonna... Yeah. I'm gonna leave it off there. I had fun. I'm interested in what's next. I hope you guys are too. Well, I'm just gonna hop off. I hope everyone has a good night. Bye! Good night!